Tell me here, boss. Yeah, coming in clear.
Indians scattered on Dawn's highway bleeding. Ghosts drowned the young child's fragile eggshell lung.
I don't know about that, man.
Blood in the streets in the town of New Haven. Blood stains the roofs and the palm trees and pillars. Bloody Merlot in the terrible summer. Bloody red sun of fantastic LA.
You know what? Just in case. Just in case. Control. Hey, good morning, Amy. You know what, Sam? I need you to go into your house. So go on. Do a couple classes, and then we'll take you for a long walk. And then we'll brush you out. Maybe even be a cookie involved. How does that sound? For now, you just be cool, all right? She's always cool. All right. Let's just gonna do how we do. Huh. Come on, man. Give me some bars. We're working with. Still not there, man. Oh. All right, folks, showing up. Exciting. Good morning, Amy, Valeria, Bill, Robin, Kate, hello. No, I don't know. You know what, Amy? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That's a cool question. Yeah, it's interesting you make that comment because they kind of had a game plan put together. It might still be the game plan, but about 10 minutes ago, I just got this nagging thing about intuition. Just this, not the voice from here, but the voice from here is just whispering intuition, intuition. So anything can happen. Amber, Jody, Island. Ooh. How do I get that off of my screen? There's Tracy. Ooh.
Hello.
Yeah. Julia, I've not seen you in a while. I'm really glad you're here. What a nice
Hi,
surprise.
Steve. Thank you. Sorry, it's been a little busy and the schedule's been off.
Hey, I feel you.
And we're so out of power today. There's a snowstorm here, so I'm sort of like in the warmest spot in the house in the hall. So trying to make the best of it. Good to see you. How's everything?
Everything is going as it's supposed to. It's for sure.
And
Usually
you're
doesn't line
doing
up.
are you doing a teaching session today too at 1 o'clock?
I am. I am. We'll finish this one up, and then there'll be a slight break, and then I'll open up that one.
Okay, great. Yeah, I sort of fell off a little bit off the schedule here. Haven't done much, so I'd like to start back in.
Really
Yeah.
awesome. Hey, there's a Stephanie. Good morning.
Hey, how are you? Good morning.
I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay.
Good.
No last minute, and we'll get going. Just in the event of see. Every time I say that, somebody pops in. That's really cool. Hey, Susanna, glad you're here. This is pretty exciting. These rooms keep getting bigger. This is all right. Okay, before I mute everybody out, I do set this for spotlight view, but in order for it to work so that everybody can, some folks like to have the privacy. It's nice, I get it. So if you would make sure you have your views set to speaker view, I think is what it is, so that the only thing you're seeing on the screen is me. That way you're not seeing all the thumbnails. Now that we have that, if you have your camera off and you want to keep it off, that's okay. But if you're cool with turning it on, it certainly does help me out a little bit to kind of keep an eye. It's about as close as I can get as to being in the same actual room with you. Choice is yours, on or off. Hey, Becky. Okay. So I'm going to mute everybody out. And you're going to be able to unmute yourself if necessary in the event of emergency. All right. So just right quick, a sound check. Does everybody hear my voice okay? Clear? Groovy? Thumbs up? Yeah. Awesome. And if I don't see you, I'm just going to assume that you can hear me, I hope. So let's get started here. How about we begin in a child's pose? If you're not familiar with child's pose, just go to all fours, hands and knees, and then push your glutes back to your heels. You can open your knees and slide your torso down between your thighs. That's kind of nice, takes a little pressure off of the knees. Some folks like to take their arms out front long. Some folks like to sweep their arms down the rib cage. You can grab your heels, maybe a little traction. I was playing with child's pose this morning, and new stuff pops up all the time. I found that biceps by my ears, I can bend my arms and grab a hold of my elbows. And that was just kind of nice. I got a different kind of touch into my shoulder girdle, and it was sweet. So just find something grounded and comfortable. Whenever we're beginning a practice, whether it's going to be a 10-minute practice or 90-minute practice or something in between, it's usually a good idea to find some stillness first. Make a shift from the daily do, go, to kind of just be. So allow yourself to be, however that is. You just show up here just as you are, because it's cool. We'll dial in some concentration and some focus by using our breath, doing 3 simple things. The first thing is, with your lips together, let air, breath, just spill in and out through your nostrils. And, that's suggestion. If your nose is stuffy, you need to breathe through your mouth. Okay, I get it. That'll work. And then the second thing is begin breathing full capacity. Inhale, complete, maximum capacity. And exhale, full evacuation. Every bit of air you think you got in you, just let it out. And then the third thing is, we just even this breathing cycle. Your breath will be your tempo. So let an inhale match the same duration as an exhale and vice versa. And it's personal. You know, you might completely fill up your lungs, I don't know, on a 3 count. Some of you might be a 2 count. Some might be a 4 count. I don't know. But let the exhale be an even duration with the inhale. Old ancient words, they call it samavriti, even turning. If it's appropriate, you allow your eyes to close. Just let the eyelids rest. Start to dial in the breath, the sensation, and hopefully we get so quiet we even dial into intuition. And as we move through this practice, I really am not quite sure what the content is going to be, but it will be rich. There will be plenty to choose from. So think of it like a big yoga buffet. Pick and choose. Eat only what you want to eat. Discard anything that just doesn't look right for you. If you miss some poses, don't worry. Because be assured, whatever you do choose to consume will nourish you. And if you happen to overeat, baby, don't blame the chef. Onus is on you. Every time we come into pose, just use a little mind scan of your body. Look for any spaces you can open. Then open those spaces. And then dive into those spaces and hang out there. We're only going to be in these poses, 1, maybe 2 breaths. So quick scan and then just indulge in it. From child's pose, if your hands are not already there, take them out front and begin to walk them back towards your knees. Knees come together. Open your ankles up a little wider than your hips. And you can keep your hands on the mat or on the thighs. Keep your weight into your hands because it's pretty early for such a revealing asana. Maybe you're okay with it. Maybe you can bring shoulders all the way over hips and just sink down into it. Maybe. Right now is your opportunity to listen to your sacred partner, your body. What's it telling you? If it hurts, back off. It's called humility. If it's a little challenging, just breathe, observe. From here, walk your hands back forward to a table position. Good. You extend your right leg straight behind you. You're going to put your right heel like you're going to put it on the wall behind you. Keep both hands on the mat. And just point your nose at the mat. Good. Neck is long. We call these power yoga cat-cows. As you inhale, lift your eyes, lift your right leg, push your belly towards the mat. Little pause at the top of your inhale. And exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, tuck your chin around your back. Little pause at the end of your exhale. Inhale, extend, lift your leg, lift your eyes, lengthen front body. Now exhale and draw it all in. Uno mas, inhale, lengthen and lift. Pause, kambuka. Now exhale, crunch it in, draw it in. Inhale, extend your right leg straight behind you, flat back, reach your left arm forward. Exhaling, just press into your right hand. Feel something there. Tricep, pectoral, deltoid. And as you breathe in, extend your heel and your fingertips away from each other. We call this traction. Exhale, stay here, just feel. Now, breathe in and perhaps lift everything just a little higher, a little longer. Oh, exhale it all to the mat. You might want to flip your right wrist 1 time, 2 times. And then both palms on the mat. Extend your left leg straight back, long. Pressing your heel way, like you're going to put your left big toe on your left kneecap, right? Over the duration of inhale, lift your left leg, lift your gaze, push your heart forward, drop your belly button. Now exhale, bring your left knee towards your face, tuck your chin, round your spine, back of your body lengthening. Inhale to lift, lengthen the front of your body, sweet curve in your spine. Exhale, draw it in. Ooh. Uno mas asana, inhale, lengthen and lift. Just that pause at the top is nice. Now exhale, crunch. Can you see your belly button? Can you touch your knee? Inhale, lengthen your left leg straight back and bring your right bicep to your right ear. Fingertips on that wall in front of you. As you breathe out, press into your left palm. Activate left pectoral, tricep, deltoid. A big long inhale will reach fingertips, heel away from each other. Exhale, stay right here. Now breathe in. Maybe lift a little higher, maybe not. It's up to you. Exhale, set your hand on the mat, your knee on the mat. You can flip that wrist 1 time, 2 times. That's kind of nice. And then step your feet back to upper push-up position. We call it plank, phalakasana. We'll be here for a moment. Just investigate a little breathing and a little flirting by pushing into the inner palms, the index finger, thumb, that area. With your sensation, feel your hips at the same height as your shoulders. Push your heels away a little bit and feel just a bit of fire starting on the abdominal area. Take a breath of air. You can always lower your knees if you wish, but go ahead and exhale. Bend your elbows and lower halfway down. Press your biceps against your ribs. They call it chaturanga. It's kind of nice. We're going to take an inhale right here. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Keep your hands where they're at, though. Release the tops of your feet to the mat. Breathe in. Push into your palms. Straighten your arms without lifting your thighs. Back bend. It's called cobra. Breathe out. Lower down. Chin touches the mat. Dos mas. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, bring it on down, chin touch. Last one. Inhale, come up to your cobra. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. Dig into your palms a little bit. See if you could pull your solar plexus away from your belly button. Roll your shoulder blades into your back pocket. See about a distributing curve right there to the middle of your spine. Hard to touch area. Take one more breath in. Maybe look up. Exhale, come on down. Touch chest, touch chin, tuck toes. Continue to exhale. Push the plank or table into down dog. Good. Couple breaths here. You know, a couple of stamina requirement moves there, so breath might have tried to shorten. As we begin to move a little faster, a little more vigorously, breath might want to shorten. We may find ourselves wanting to pant. Continue to keep your breath deep and steady and long. I didn't say slow. It may need to speed up, but keep it deep and steady and long. All over an inhale, tilt your tailbone up a little bit. Now exhale, bend your knees, and you can either step or silently hop your feet to your hands. Chest to thighs is called Uttanasana. An inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, half lifting, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold again, pull belly button to spine, let your head hang. Open your arms wide like wings. Inhale, flat back, rise all the way to standing, reach for the sky. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, and then exhale, just take a bend to the right. Breathing in, push into your left heel, pull your left wrist over a little more. Now breathe out and take a little bit deeper bend. Feel left side body open and sweet. Inhale, come up center. At the top of your inhale, that pause, switch your grip. Now breathe out and begin bending left. Breathe in and pull your right wrist a little more. Press into your right heel. Now breathe out and maybe there's a little more bend there. Maybe not. It's your bend. I don't know. Breathe in, come up center, reach, 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 reach. Breathe out and fold forward. Chest goes to thighs. Hands can stay on the mat or you can put them on the shins, but inhale, lift halfway, lengthen anything you can think of, legs, spine, breath. Now breathe out, put your hands on the mat, step or float back to a plank. Continue to exhale, knees up, knees down, lower halfway. You lower all the way if you want. Inhale to a back bend. This can be cobra, this can be up dog, either one works. Exhale into down dog. Always an opportunity for push-up there if you choose. Couple breaths. I'm just going to smooth this out like a one breath, a one move sort of situation. If I cue a little faster than you're moving, don't worry, just follow along the best you can and enjoy yourself. Inhale, tilt tailbone up high. Exhale, step or quietly hop, feet to hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold, nipples to knees. Flat back, arms wide. Inhale, reach up high. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, bend right. Inhale, come up center, switch your grip. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, come center, maybe a back bend, maybe not. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back to plank, lower all the way or halfway, your choice. You can always use knees. Inhale for a back bend. Exhale for down dog. Couple breaths. Flirt with this dog. You got a little warmth in your body now. Just think about our hands. You got each palm on the lid of a pickle jar. Your right hand, tighten that lid. Left hand, loosen that lid. What happened to those muscles along the side of your ribs? Do you feel them? For a little more sweetness, let the heels drop back as you kind of push away with the back of your knees. And for even more sensation, tilt your tailbone up and press your armpits towards your ankles. Wow, there's some pectoral there, some lat muscle. Feel stroke from sit bone to heel bone, tailbone to brainstem. Take a breath, glance forward. Exhale, float or step, feet to hands. Pay attention now. Inhale, bend your knees like you're sitting down and reach your hands and torso up high. It's called fierce pose, Utkatasana. Breathe out, palms together at your heart. Hook your left elbow to right thigh. Little twist. Stay here as you inhale, lengthen your skull away from your pelvis. And as you exhale, twist a little more. Pull your belly muscles in and just a little twist. Inhale, come back to chair. Now exhale, same twist to the right there. Right elbow towards left thigh. Stay here. Let an inhale bring top of skull away from tailbone. And now breathe out and press your left palm into your right palm. Pull your belly muscles around your core. Breathe in. Come back to chair. Exhale. Come up on your toes in chair. Take a breath. Exhale. Fold your body forward. Heels are down now. Inhale for a half lift. Just lengthen here. Exhale, vinyasa. We go to plank. Follow the exhale down all the way or halfway. Inhale for your back bend. Exhale for down dog. That's a vinyasa. Plank, back bend, down dog. Good. From dog. Take a big sip of air as you lift your right leg straight up behind you, long and strong. You can keep your leg lifted or put it down, but exhale, shoulders over wrists, bend your elbows, lower halfway. One leg, chaturanga. Inhale, come right back up to three-legged dog. Now exhale and step your right foot up between your hands. Ground your left heel so your left foot is flat, kind of on a 45. Breathe in. Come up, torso, arms up high. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Exhale here. Bend your right knee a little more, maybe. Take a breath. There's a back bend here if you want. Exhale, straighten your right leg, fold forward halfway, fingertips or palms to the mat. You can step your left foot up a little if you need to, but breathe in and bring your hard breastbone towards the front wall. Keep that length. Breathe out and fold into your right thigh as you're putting your breastbone on your right big toe. Parsvottanasana. While you're here breathing, maybe push right hip back a little, left hip forward a little. Take a breath. Now exhale, just drop your head towards your knee, your shin. It's a little back rounding. Bring your right hand inside of your right foot. Inhale, bend your right knee. Put your left hand on your left hip. Take a breath as you begin to open your left shoulder over your right shoulder. Your right forearm can be on your thigh if you like. Your right hand can be on a block or it can be on the floor. It's all good. Wherever it's at, let's do a little engagement here. Press shoulder to inner knee. Press the sole of your left foot into the mat. Now bring your left bicep to your left ear and reach your fingertips away from your left foot. Open left side body. Left foot pressing, right arm in, right knee engaged, left arm reaching. So everything is kind of got flames dancing on it right now. It's supposed to. One more breath. Reach a little further. Exhale. Bring your left hand up to 12 o'clock. Straighten your right leg for Trikonasana, triangle. Good. As you breathe in, try to open your left hand towards that wall behind you, like you're going to spread your chest. Take another breath as I kind of feel what's next. Breathe out, left hand comes to the mat. Put a slight bend in your right knee. Now, inhale and lift off. Straighten your right leg, left leg lifting. You can keep your right hand on your hip, or you can keep it on the floor and hang out here. But if you're feeling a little precocious, begin to open your chest to the right wall. And once you got your twist, your rotation, and go ahead and lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. This is a revolved half moon. Take a couple breaths here. Let an inhale lengthen arms and legs. Let an exhale lower your left foot to the mat. Right leg is straight. And now you use a little revolved triangle here. Inhale, chest square to the mat, arms wide like wings. Now exhale, lift off like an airplane. Left leg lifted, arms out wide. One more breath. Exhale it out. Inhale, try not to set your left foot down. Come up to standing with your left knee right out in front of you. Put your hands on your hips. And just bend your torso a little bit to the right. Exhale, extend your left leg off to the side. It's a side kick, Bruce Lee asana. Oh, maybe one breath here, lengthening. And then breathe out. Inhale, left knee comes right back out front. Take a hold of your left knee with your right hand and then exhale into a twist. Left hand to the back of the room. For those who feel adventurous, you can grab a toe and extend your left leg if you like. You don't have to. If you're feeling really froggy, turn your eyes and look at your left thumb. Oh, what happened? Just breathe. I wouldn't worry about falling. Just concentrate on breathing. Nothing more human than falling. Inhale, come right back around front. Hands to hips. Breathe out. Extend your left leg out front. Point your toes towards the wall in front of you. And if you can, resist the urge to lean back here. I know you want to lean back, but stay erect, upright. Bring something into a muscle called psoas, way high on thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up, way up high. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, left leg up behind you. It's a standing split. Urdhva Parsarita Ikaparasana. I'm going to be here for about 3 breaths. If you like handstand, this is a good time to throw it in if you like. If you're just starting to flirt with handstand, perhaps hop your right foot up and down a couple times. Feel how it lifts with the belly. Ooh, very nice. I really hope I can remember what the heck we do when we get to the next side. Take a breath. Exhale, hop your right foot, lower your left foot, plank. Continue to exhale as you lower down. Halfway, all the way, either way is cool. Breathe in for back bend. Breathe out, maybe do a push-up or not, but find down dog on the exhale. Woo. Okay. Left leg, inhale, take it up, 3-legged dog. Remember, one leg chaturanga. You can lower your leg if you need to. Exhale. Shoulders come forward over wrist. Bend your elbows halfway down, leg lifted or not. Inhale, right back up to three-legged dog. Spicy. Now breathe out as you step your left foot up between your hands. The end of your exhale, there's a little pause. So ground your right foot, your right heel flat. And then inhale, come up, warrior one. Torso up over hips, arms up overhead, biceps just a little bit behind ears. You might back bend there. Stay here on an exhale. Bend your left knee a little more if you wish. Breathe in. You can look up. You can lengthen your front body. That's cool if you like. Exhaling, straighten your left leg and fold forward halfway, fingertips or palms on the mat, either side of your left foot. Over the full inhale, extend your breastbone, your nose, your chin towards the front wall. Feel that length. Keep the length. Exhale, hinging, folding, belly to thigh. Breastbone is like gonna almost touch your left big toe. Take a breath here, maybe push left hip back, right hip forward a little. Exhale, let the spine round and just drop your face. Maybe give your knee a little kiss. Ooh. Again, flirt with your hips. Feel how the shift in the hips affects all that tissue in the undercarriage. Bring your left hand inside of your left foot. And as you inhale, just bend your left knee. Exhaling your right hand to your right hip. And if you need to, just bring your left forearm up on your left thigh. That's okay. That's cool. Maybe left hand on block. Find some fire here by pressing left arm to inner left knee to left arm. Press sole of your right foot into the mat. And then just inhale, open your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Breathe out, pelvis goes towards the front wall, shoulders go towards the wall behind you. Now inhale, right bicep to right ear, fingertips going towards that wall, front of room. Now everything has a little bit of flame on it. Right hand is reaching, right foot is pressing. Left knee, left arm are connected to each other. We're not forcing, we're just a little persuasion for some heat. Keep breathing. One more breath, lengthen the right side body, super long, reach to infinity. Exhale, right hand up to the sky. Take a breath, maybe open up a little more. Exhale, straighten your left leg. Oh, thank God, right? Trikonasana. Left hand can be on a shin or a thigh. Maybe you're all Ashtangi. You got your first two fingers hooking big toe of left foot. Whatever is your triangle, feel it here. Perhaps slide your left hip underneath and your right hip kind of backing over. See about putting pelvis and shoulders, those two girdles in the same line, right? Like you're being sandwiched between something. And the inhale opens your right arm back. We're just separating. Like nipples are going to point opposite directions. Exhale. Bring your right hand down. Good. Oh, I remember now. Keep your right hand on the mat or the block. A little bend in your left knee might be appropriate. You just load up with some air here. And now exhale, lift off. Right leg comes up. Left hand's just going to stay on your left hip or maybe on the floor. You can stay right here. If you got your left hand on your left hip, begin to rotate your chest towards the left wall. Did you just notice that your right hip tried to go up? Lower it down even with your left hip. Feel that spreading of muscle along the torso there. It's kind of sweet. Now, once you're there, then we can play around with left arm, reach for ceiling. Oh. I tell you, I wish you guys could see yourselves through my eyes. You look beautiful. Big breath, lengthen, open. Exhale, lower your straight right leg to the mat. Left hand stays up. It's just a revolved triangle. Oh, good. Take a breath. Hey, here's something to play with. Drop your left hand behind your back and see if you can just hook the top of your right thigh with your fingertips. Inhale, left hand back to the sky. Exhale, chest is parallel to the mat. Arms are out like wings. Inhale, lift off. Right leg lifts up behind. Arms are out wide. And we're just going to take a flight. I'm going to fly around over San Antonio. Where are you flying? Here's another place to kind of scan what hips are doing. Is my right hip up high? Is it even with left hip? What does it feel like? Exhale, all air out. Inhale, come up to standing. Try not to tap your right foot. Right knee out in front, hands on hips. Bend your torso a little bit to the left and exhale. Extend your right leg out to the side. Bruce Lee Asana. Woo. So if you're wondering, what you're feeling there is called tensor fascia lata, an IT band, or that meat that goes down the outside of my thigh bone. Inhale, bring your right knee straight back out in front of you. Grab a hold of your right knee with your left hand and exhale. Begin to rotate your chest towards the right wall of the room. Extend your right arm to the back wall. Now, you know there's things to play with here. You can hook the toe and straighten your right leg. But gosh, if it makes the spine go out of alignment, well, forgo that. You can even turn your gaze towards your right thumb. Beautiful. Breathe. To fall is a low yoga lesson in itself. Breathe. Inhale, eyes come back front, hands to hips. Now exhale, extend your right leg out in front of you, toes pointing at the front wall. And as you resist the urge to lean back, let your right sit bone just drop down. Let the top of your skull lift up. Wow, long spine. Man, I really want to lean back and I don't want to hold my leg up here. And will Steve call something else? Take a deep breath, reach up high. Exhale, let's fold forward, bring your right foot through and up behind you, standing split. Woo. So I don't know, maybe handstand here. That's kind of funky. Those hops are really cool. You can play with lifting with your core. You're lifting with your pelvic floor, basically. Just a couple hops on your left foot. Good. Now take one more big breath of air. And as you exhale, hop your left foot back, lower your right foot, you're in plank, and continue to exhale out, lower down halfway, knees up or knees down. Hold this chaturanga on an inhale. Why are you back bending? I didn't call back bend. Maybe you felt back bend. That's okay. Exhale, stay here. Now inhale, back bend. Exhale, push up or not into downward facing dog. Ooh. I know sometimes I play around a little bit. We definitely want a serious and focused practice, but that does not bar levity. Take a few breaths, recenter, say, come back to me, breath. Deep and steady and long. One more breath. Maybe look forward and tilt your tailbone up high. And then exhale and just step or hop your feet to your hands. Breathing in, bend your knees like you're sitting down and reach your arms up, torso up. Hey, there's Utkatasana again. And breathe out. Put your palms together at your heart, and you're still sitting in your chair. Pick up your left foot and set the outer left ankle at the far end of your right thigh. Not quite kneecap, but almost. Good. You can stay right here. This can be where you hang out for a little bit. That's all right. If you're feeling for something a little bit more, open your arms to the side, kind of like a pine tree branch. Inhale, pull your chest away from your pelvis, and then breathe out. Sit a little deeper and fold your nipples out past your shin with long spine. You feel that down under your left glute. That's called piriformis, lengthening. It's nice. Now again, you can stay right here, cool. But maybe if you want, bring your left elbow to the sole of your right foot. Put your right palm next to your left palm. Take a breath, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist your heart towards the right wall of the room. Ooh. And for those who want a little bit more, open your arms like wings. Left fingertips on the floor, right fingertips on the ceiling. One breath in. Pause. One breath out. Pause. Everybody now, inhale, stand up, biceps to ears, left knee still lifted. Exhale, set it down. Oh, keep your hands reaching and take a breath of air. Look up. Exhale, folding forward. Woo. Inhale for that Utkatasana, fierce chair pose. Exhale, sit a little deeper. Breathe in as you pick up your right leg and set your outer right ankle. Exhale it to your left thigh. And bring your palms together at your chest if you like. That's kind of cool. Good. Now remember, here's the first bus stop. Hang out here. Flirt with this. Feel this. Breathe this. If you want a little more, open your arms back, kind of like jet airplane wings. Breathing in. Pull your sternum away from your pubic bone, lengthening your belly. Now breathing out, you just sit a little deeper and fold. Nipples are going to come out past your right shin. Or maybe not, but just kind of towards. Again, hang out here. Great place to be. For a little bit more, bring your right elbow or tricep to the sole of your right foot. Your left palm to your right palm. Oh. Breathing in, top of your skull reaches away from your tailbone. Breathing out, you just push left palm into right palm and twist. And just for a little bit extra, you open your right fingertips to the floor, left fingertips to the ceiling. Wow, breathe. It feels kind of cool, right? Everybody inhale, stand up, reach high, right knee hanging out in front. Exhale, set your right foot down. Inhale, lift your arms, maybe take a back bend because it probably feels good here. Exhale, fold forward. Good. Take your fingertips right out just beyond the front of your mat or close to, and sink your hips back behind your ankles. Just lift the balls of your feet. Whoa, that kind of feels nice. Pull into your fingertips as you push your sit bones to the wall behind you. Kind of tuck your chin and look at your belly button. What are we feeling here? Something between heel bones and sit bones. With the toes lifted, balls lifted, reach your left hand, just kind of bring the index finger and the middle finger on opposite sides of your left heel and lower the ball of your left foot into your left wrist. Now same with the right. Peace fingers are going to spread across the heel. Lower the ball of your right foot into your right wrist. And this is plenty. This is just plenty of stretch for many folks. If you feel there's a little more tissue to touch here, Exhales, bend elbows, point the elbows away, flare them out to the sides. Just listen to your hamstrings. And when they say that's enough, they're not kidding. Stay where they stay. Breathe here. How do I breathe with my torso against my thighs like this, Steve? Well, it's easy. Breathe behind your heart. Oh. Release your hands. Inhale for a half lift. Lengthen. Exhale. Put your hands on the mat. Step or float the plank and lower down. Halfway, all the way, your way. It's a vinyasa, so breathe into a back bend. Breathe out and maybe catch a push-up on your way to down dog. Ooh. Stay with me now. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, kind of up close to your hands. Knees together, ankles out wide. And then just sit down between ankles as deep as is appropriate to you. You can put a block under your sit bones. That's kind of cool. Or you can bring them down towards the mat or on the mat. Hands can be up on your thighs. Some folks like the Angela Mudra, thumbs at heart, palms together. Hang out here. Notice, well, okay, my body's a little warmer. Knees are a little more open. Maybe. Perhaps you wish to lay back a little. Palms on the mat, somewhere back behind you. Fingertips can be pointing forward. They can be out to the side. They can be pointing back. It's kind of up to your shoulders what you do with those. Maybe it's kind of cool, a good idea to bring forearms down to the mat. Maybe not. It's personal. And for a few folks, it might be appropriate to go to your back and bring your biceps to your ears and reach your fingers towards the back wall. If you are on your back, just lift your hips a little bit and tuck your tailbone towards your knees and lay your hips back down. Oh, wow, that's nice, right? Ugh. Wherever you're at, over the next 2 breaths, just run your mind's eye over your entire body. Notice, observe. Innocent curiosity, no bias, no attachment. If you chose to go to your back, gently come on back up, shoulders over hips. Everybody bring your hands to the mat and just going to push up into a kneeling position. So hips are going to be up over knees. Shoulders are going to be up over hips. We'll play with camels. So when I do camel, I like to tuck my toes under so my heels are a little higher. You might want to be toenails to the mat, heels down lower. It's up to you. Inhale, reach your hands up high. Exhale, open your chest to the right wall. Right hand back, left hand forward. Breathe in, lift your left hand up. Breathe out, bring your right hand to your heel or your glute. Inhale, reach your left hand a little more. Lift your heart. Exhale, push your pubic bone a little forward. Take another breath. Keep your right hand where it's at, then just exhale your left hand down to left glute or calf or heel. Breathing in, you can roll your shoulders back, lift your heart. Breathing out, you can push your pubic bone towards the front wall. Just breathe here. Exhale all your air out. Inhale, left hand stays where it's at. Right hand comes up, reaches for the back wall. Exhale again, push pelvis forward. It tried to kind of scooch back, I bet. Your next inhale, right arm to front wall, left arm to back wall, chest pointing at left. Exhale completely. Inhale, come back forward, reach for the sky. Scoot your knees together. Exhale, sit on your heels, drop your chest over your thighs. Just a slight rounding of your spine. Whew. Don't want to do a whole lot of spine rounding because the jelly donuts we call discs, they kind of slip out through they push towards the front of the vertebrae. Well, if we do a sharp rounding of the spine after that, it could be ouch. So just a gentle rounding of the spine. And if you're doing like a 3-4 minute back bend, I'd say neutral spine for a moment before rounding. Come on up and swing your legs out in front of you to a Pada Konasana, a butterfly. And we're just doing this just to set up. Don't worry too much about dropping knees or whatnot, but take your fingers and hook the big toe. Lift the point of your sternum, lift it away from your pubic bone, roll your shoulders back, and just come to the back end of your sit bones, bringing your ankles up even with your knees. Cool. All right. Breathing in, we can open our legs out wide, still lifting the sternum. You kind of feel like rounding your back here. I know I do, but let's resist that. And let your feet stay right where they're at, but bring your palms together in front of you, straight out from your heart. Toes are going to stay right where they were. That's amazing, right? Just breathe. We're just going to take a few breaths so things can get a little shaky. Why are my legs shaking? I'm trying to keep them still. Reach hands out, take a hold of toes. Now bending your right knee, bring your inner right ankle and just kind of hover it out there somewhere, kind of between chin and nose, and just kind of hanging out there. Turn your eyes towards your left thumb. Turn your chest towards your left thigh. As you inhale, draw the bowstring. Pull your right thumb, right foot back towards your right earlobe. How about a couple breaths here? Next inhale, legs open wide, chest comes forward, breastbone lifts. Breathing out, we let go of our toes. They don't move. Our palms come together, fingers pointing straight ahead. Hey, did you start shaking a little sooner than last time? I did. Now, toes are right where they were, so just reach your hands where they were and take a hold of them. Bending your left knee, bring your left ankle just somewhere out in front of your face. They're kind of sort of between nose and chin. Rotate your chest and your eyes right. You just sort of take an aim over your right thumb. And then inhale, draw your bowstring with your left hand. Pull thumb and toe towards left earlobe. How about getting a couple breaths? Ooh. Beautiful. Inhale, open legs wide. Exhale, bring your legs together. Keep your breastbone lifted. And then just let go. Point your toes. And palms are going to face each other about knee, shoulder height. Lift your breastbone. So they say boat, Navasana. I don't know. Breathing. Why are we shaking again already? That's just very interesting, right? Take a breath. Lift your chest. Exhale, come back down, Baddha Konasana. Ooh. So depending on your situation, you may want to rotate facing alongside of your mat, but let's open our legs out wide. And everybody's wide is a little different. You find your wide. You're looking for that place somewhere between too much and not enough. In this country, it's a strange thing. It's called moderation. And it's not so much about extremes and more. It's just something sweet. Once you're there, maybe reach back and kind of pull the flesh out of the way so sit bones are grounded. If you're like me, you know, I'm not such a big deal. Take a breath, lengthen spine. Exhale, walking hands forward or walking hands down legs. We just begin to bring a long spine forward to your personal degree. You know, some folks come forward just, a few degrees. Some folks 45 degrees. Some folks' heart comes to the mat. Doesn't matter where it's at. It just matters how it feels. Pain is like a friendly notification from your partner to please bring some humility, back off, some gentleness. Little discomfort is kind of a welcome invitation to exploration. Staying wherever you are as far as length of bend, stay low as you like. Start coming over to the left. Chest going down your left thigh, hands towards your left foot. If you happen to bring your forearms to the mat, please make sure it's the right one if it's only one. So we kind of start bringing our right nipple towards our left knee. Anybody's right hip try to turn the corner with them, just persuade it to sit on back, settle it down. Staying slow and low, we can walk our hands across over towards our right leg, squaring our chest with our right thigh. We're taking hands towards right foot. And the same sort of deal here. If you're bringing forearms to the mat, let's go left forearm first. So we kind of bring left chest towards right knee. Hey, my left hip came with me, so I'm just going to persuade it back into place there. Just let it go back where it was. Good. All right, come back to middle. Just no hurries, no worries. Take your time. You like feel every step. You're like, whoa, wow. So many different little bits of tissue down there and undercarriage. And just get a feel each bit of it as you go. And you just come back up. Maybe 1 or 2 inches at a time. Your speed. Might as well do a little inner rotation while we're at it. Facing the front of the mat, side of the mat, wherever you want to face. Bend your left knee and bring your left heel towards your outer right hip. You just slide it under your right leg. And then take your right leg over your left leg. Put your right heel towards your outer left hip. And perhaps your knees are stacked or close to. Find that spot. Same spot as external rotation. It's that moderation. Too much, not enough. Right between that spot there. Once you're there, you can push into the mat and just lift your hips a little and swiggle your sit bones even. See little persuasions. Good. And now, for some of us right up here, there's plenty. Oh yeah, there's that sensation. Well, maybe you want to fold into this. You can lengthen your spine and start to hinge forward. You know, maybe your hips are, everybody's hips, they're like fingerprints. They're all different. So you got to find your pose. I offer these generic cues, and then your job is to take them and customize them into something very personal and individual for you. All right, you can just switch legs, or if you want, there's this kind of Jedi way of doing that. I'm gonna bring my hands around the left side towards the back of the mat. Just kind of roll my butt up, continue coming around, bending my knees and sit back down. And holy smokes, now my left knee is almost on top of my right knee. We'll just make a little 1 inch at a time adjustments. Find the place between too much, not enough. You can always push into the mat, lift your sit bones and settle them down even. Just finesse it, flirt with it. And you'll know when you find your spot, because it'll be like, oh yeah, right there. The sweetness. And if you need to take a fold into it, do so. That's pretty cool too. I don't know. I'm going to stay upright, I think. You know, when you kind of look, external rotation, internal rotation, long time I would go, why is external rotation so much easier than internal rotation for me? And then I decided, well, hot, cold, fame, shame, pleasure, pain, all these extremes, they're just the same. So left side, right side, whatever is what it is, you know? Just a little bit of santosha, a little loving acceptance. So after you unwind your legs, let's just take our feet straight out in front. And we're going to sit like Dandasana, but don't worry about pushing palms into the mat. Just without pushing or grabbing or anything, just lift your shoulders above your hips with a long spine. So reach your hands out forward, thumbs up, pinkies down, roll your shoulders back. Arms and legs are somewhat parallel, right? Take a breath, like get stoned on oxygen, big breath of air. Exhale slow as you roll to your back, 1 centimeter at a time. Feel every little bit of core engagement as you make your way down, flat, to the mat. How about you give your knees a hug, take any last wiggles or swiggles, you know, maybe a couple twists, just a few breaths of final movements to get rid of any little, whatever you got in there, let it off. Now, hug your knees to your chest. You can hold on to hamstrings. You can hold on to shins. You can hug so close that you're holding opposite elbows. You find your tight hug. Bring your face towards your knees best you can and begin to engage everything you conceive of. Toe muscles, calf muscles, thigh muscles, especially toilet muscles, core muscles. Pull your ears back against your skull. Don't grit your teeth, but flex everything else with everything engaged. Big inhale. Now release and exhale, extend arms and legs and melt into your mat. Corpse, Shavasana, dead man, dead woman. Whoa. Let your palms point up and toes fall away. As you just let everything you just did settle and synthesize into your body. While you're in this peak pose of Shavasana, I would encourage you, as you observe thoughts, watch for the space between each thought, interstices, the gap. It might be good just to notice it for now. If you're not having much difficulty noticing it, maybe you can kind of dive into it for a moment. And you stay here, exploring stillness, breath, and sensation for just as long as you like. There's no hurries. And I will leave you with your breath. And I offer you my gratitude, and I offer you my love. Om Shanti.